Your favorite neighborhood pizza place. Everyone goes to Pizza Joe's. This program made possible by a grant from Pizza Joe's. Hello, Butts Flowers and NC TV 45 would like to welcome you to the Canes Victory Parade in downtown Newcastle. NC TV 45 would like to thank Butts, Florists and Gifts for their fine cooperation for this podcast. Remember, when you need that special gift, it's Butts. Keep watching NC TV 45. Gary's Wardrobe, furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors, 210 East Washington Street, Newcastle.
I'm Gary West for NCTV 45, and this is Focus NC. This segment being brought to you by Butts Flowers and Gifts in downtown Newcastle, and also Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors, also in downtown Newcastle, and Pizza Joe's. Everyone goes to Pizza Joe's. Stop by any one of their 4 convenient Newcastle locations. I'd like to welcome to the program today Rhonda DeFelice. Some of you know her as the Good Green Witch, and she is a Newcastle native. Welcome, Rhonda.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Been wanting to talk to you a long time because you keep very busy. We had to snag you down.
Yes.
So thanks for making some time for us.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me in here.
Now, Rhonda is an environmentalist. She is also an author, and she used to be a radio host. We're going to talk about that too. Rhonda, before we hit some hard subjects here, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Well, as you said, I'm a native of Newcastle. I went to Neshannock. That wasn't my fault. Just for those Newcastle natives around here. Didn't mean to. But I left the area, kind of went around the country, saw what was out there, and decided that I wanted to be back here for the rest of my life.
So you are married, right?
Yes.
To a comedian, too.
Yes, that can be challenging. But he's from LA. I was living in LA for the past 8 years. We came back and he fell in love with the area. And I remembered how good it was to be surrounded by nature and green and just being able to garden again. So we moved back and we're very, very happy to be here. Now,
I should point out that he's from LA, as she said, but what she didn't tell you is he wanted to come over here to Newcastle and live. Now, that's saying so. That speaks volumes for Newcastle, so I just wanted to point that out.
I think so, too. Not a day goes by he doesn't say how happy he is to be here.
Well, we'll have to get him on the program in the near future. Very good. His name's Johnny Dam, by the way.
D-A-M.
That's D-A-M, Johnny Dam. That's his stage name?
Nope, that's his actual
That's his real name? Mm-hmm. Tell him to bring a birth certificate. Just kidding, Johnny. All right. But, as I said, Rhonda has been in the environmental field for quite some time now and pushing a lot of important information to everybody through the media. And you are working on something right now. You're working on a book, right?
I am. With all the Earth Day festivities behind us for this year, it's time to focus in. I'm writing a book. Climate change is very in the news right now. A report just came out yesterday, and it's forefront. We need to do something, or the Earth will still be here, but we won't. And that's something that we all have to participate in. It's something we all have to do. And that's what the book will be about.
A little background, too, that I wanted to mention before we move on. Rhonda attended Columbus College of Art and Design, Westminster College in nearby New Wilmington, and also Millersville University of Pennsylvania, and she's a graduate of Neshannock High School, she mentioned a little bit ago. What subjects did you study? Did you major in at each one of these universities?
I took kind of an indirect route, and it was a little bit strange. I started out in biology, so I had a great interest in, actually marine biology was going to be my focus. Really cared about the oceans and marine life. But somewhere in there, I got turned around from that and went in an art pursuit. That's Columbus College of Art and Design, very nice place. So I've kind of been all around the spectrum and found appreciation for Earth and the planets, and now I sound real tree huggery. All through a different variety of ways.
Yeah, I know you care about animal welfare too, not just in environment. Well, they're part of the environment, but we could separate them into categories. And then health. You're concerned about health as well.
Very concerned about health, especially looking around in Newcastle, because we're not very healthy here. And I'll put it out there, though, I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan. So,
Protein.
I may be a tree hugger, but I do eat meat. So, there's that. But we can be healthier. We eat too many packaged foods, processed foods. We don't eat naturally enough. We don't eat from what's coming out of our own backyards. When I left Newcastle, we all gardened. My grandfather had an amazing garden, huge. We had a lot of fruit trees growing up. I would run outside and just pick fruit right off the tree and eat it. And I come back and that's just not happening as much anymore. We need to get back to that. We need to eating local, eating healthy, eating organic, and the joke is, what did our grandparents call organic food? Food.
So when you go to India, it's food. It's not Indian food, right?
China's not Chinese food.
Right,
It's food.
right. Now, I know your main mission is, and I'm using your words here. You said, I'm trying to change the world, save the planet, help the earth. I'm not sure we deserve it, but I'm trying anyway. Now, that one sentence is where the question lies. When you say, I'm not sure we deserve it. Can you expand on that?
We're kind of terrible on this planet. We don't care about the other species, by and large. We kind of don't care about each other sometimes. We litter. We don't think about littering. We use plastic bags when we don't really need to. We're not concerned about our role on the planet, and we should be, because as we see now, the planet's kind of hitting back. This whole climate change thing, the drought in California, the floods, this is nature's way of saying, you've got to start paying attention to me again. So we really need to come up with some awareness and prove that we are good stewards of this earth that we've been given.
You used the Good Green Witch as a vehicle to promote all this important information. Tell us a little bit about how that came about.
Well,
that's the Good Green Witch now.
Yes, good because good, green because eco-friendly, and witch because witches are very close to nature. Kind of like Mother Nature's little army there.
Are you doing anything with the Good Green Witch currently?
Mostly blog and my Facebook page.
I saw some of those images. Who does your makeup? I've got a compliment. Do you do your own?
Yes.
Oh, very good, very good.
Thank you.
Now, you were a presenter in July of last year for the Climate Reality Leadership Corps. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. About 1,200 people converged in Chicago, and we were taught all about the climate reality, and we were given the presentation to go forth and present it to others so that we might share what is going on in our climate today.
Now, I know that former Vice President Al Gore founded this organization, right?
Yes.
Did you ever meet Al Gore?
He was there. We thought maybe he was going to be there for a few hours one day. No, he stood and he talked to us for probably 8 hours on that one day. And I almost hesitate to bring him up because it's a very polarizing name. And people will tune you out and not listen to what you have to say because of the politics and not the science. He's got a very scientific mind. He has the knowledge. I don't know where he gets it. He's very knowledgeable. He's very intelligent about this. And we're in a lot of trouble, and we should listen to him.
Local connection, you belong to New Visions, which is trying to promote Newcastle and Lawrence County in a positive way. What's your involvement with New Visions?
I'm on the Clean and Green team, and we're just trying to keep Newcastle clean and maybe spread a little bit of green eco-awareness.
I know you get involved in a lot of projects, and I know New Visions was hosting the Earth Day celebration recently in Newcastle, and you stopped by our studios, but only for a moment because you were busy.
A little busy.
Yeah, could you tell us briefly just a couple of the highlights of that celebration?
We were trying to get the word out about being a little bit more in tune with the earth. We had a plastic bag monster, and we have some pictures all over the web of him. That was trying to illustrate, look, this is how many plastic bags we use in 1 year. They don't go away. They just stay on our planet. They live, they pollute, they get caught in our trees. We were giving out bags, water bottles. So trying to reduce that whole plastic footprint that we've got on this planet here. It's really bad in this town. There's a lot of plastic bags.
It looked like a pretty good turnout, too.
It was.
Yeah, the weather cooperated.
A little windy, but it was good.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Before we end this segment, tell us real quick about your involvement at Fox Television.
I was a stand-in on a very popular TV show for a while and did some background. That is a very unimportant job in Hollywood, but very important too, where we would be the ones seeing people walk by in these windows. People get paid to do that. I got paid to do it.
Oh, so that's what that was all about. I had to ask you. Okay. Well, we've got so much more to talk about with Rhonda DeFelice. So tune in again to NCTV 45 for segment 2 of Focus NC. We want to thank our sponsors, Main Street Clothiers in Newcastle, Butts Flowers and Gifts, also in Newcastle, and also Pizza Joe's with 4 locations in Newcastle. It's Focus NC on NCTV 45.
Hello, Butts Flowers and NCTV 45 would like to welcome you to the Canes Victory Parade in downtown Newcastle. NCTV 45 would like to thank Butts, Florists and Gifts for their fine cooperation for this podcast. Remember, when you need that special gift, it's Butts. Keep watching NCTV 45. Your favorite neighborhood pizza place. Everyone goes to Pizza Joe's. This program made possible by a grant from Pizza Joe's. Gary's Wardrobe, furnished by Main Street Clothiers and Custom Tailors, 210 East Washington Street, Newcastle.